Hi ladies, so if you're here, you've made it to section 6 of the arrows pattern in the Malia Mae shawl. And at first I was a little bit anxious doing this. I'd heard things that it wasn't easy or whatever, and I was thinking, oh no. And I did row 1 and that worked well, and then I went to do row 2. I'd had 2 glasses of wine and I wasn't really thinking, and I made a mistake, and I was thinking, oh wow, this is really challenging. And the next day I went back at it, really thinking and focusing, and it just clicked. And I realized, oh my God, this is easy. And the more I did it, the more I realized I'm really enjoying this. I don't even need to look at the pattern to see where I'm at. I know exactly what I need to do. And I only check it to see the beginning of the round and the end of the round to make sure I'm still okay. And it really is an enjoyable stitch to do. It does take a little bit getting used to, like most things, but it's not as impossible as we had originally thought it was. So all that to say is I'm sure you will enjoy it, but just to make it a more enjoyable experience for you, I will walk you through the first couple of rows just so that you're really, really comfortable with it and you're not going, oh no, what are we doing next? Anyway, so we're going to start with knit 3, yarn over, knit front and back. Now, if for some reason you can't understand some of these abbreviations like K1TYO, if you look at the back page, the last page, it's K1TYO, knit 1, triple yarn over. So knit the next stitch, making 3 yarn overs before pulling loops through the stitch. Her explanations are very clear. So if for some reason I show you the video now and you forget something, everything is in the back, in the last page, all her definition of all the stitches, okay? So let's start, and I'm going to use the pink or the light purple as my firecracker and the blue as my parchment, okay? So it says knit 3, yarn over, knit front and back. So knit 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, knit front and back. That means you knit the front of the loop. You don't take it off the left needle, and then you go in and you knit the back of the loop. Okay, knit 3, yarn over, knit front and back. And then it says knit 1, triple yarn over, knit 8. So I'm going to knit 1 with a triple yarn over. So that's the stitch where you have to go around 3 times without pulling it through. So I've done 1, 2, 3. I bring it back, and you see I've got 3 loops. I take it off, and there we go. So that was knit 1, triple yarn over. Then knit 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that says, so knit 1, triple yarn over, knit 8, knit 1, triple yarn over, knit 10. So again, it's going to be a knit 1, and I'm going to do three wraps around. 1, 2, 3, and I bring those back. Now when I'm doing these, I find if I do it up here at the tip of my needle, it's really tight. If I bring them down here and then I bring it through when it's down there, I've got 3 nice yarn overs. And then I take it off, and then it was knit 10. 1, 9, 10. Okay, and so then they say knit 1, triple yarn over, knit 8, knit 1, triple yarn over, knit 10, and we repeat this, what's inside the bracket, until the last 15 stitches, which is where I'm at. So I'm at my last 15 stitches. So in my last 15 stitches, I need to do knit 1, triple yarn over, knit 8, knit 1, triple yarn over, knit 2, yarn over, knit 3. So let's do that. Knit 1, triple yarn over, So 1, 2, 3, knit 8, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, knit 1 triple yarn over, 1, 2, 3, knit 2, 1, 2, yarn over, knit 3, yarn over, 1, 2, and 3. So that is row number 1. Not so bad, right? Pretty manageable. Now row number 2 is going to be on the right side again, but we're going to be using the parchment color. So in my case, the blue. So in your long cable, you're going to finish here and you're going to slide your stitches back to the other side, to the other tip, so that you can work on the right side again. Notice the wrong side and the right side. So we're working the right side again. So I'm going to take my other color, and it says knit 3, yarn over, knit 3. Easy. Let's start with that. So let me switch my colors around here. There we go. So knit 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, knit 3, 1, 2, 3. And then it says CB5F. CB5F is CB5F. Slide 1 stitch onto the cable needle, unraveling the yarn overs into 1 loop as you do so, and hold in front. Knit 4, knit 1 from cable needle. So I'm going to use a cable needle now to show you, but once you know what you're doing, you can do it without the cable needle. So I know, I can see, and I hope you can too, that the next stitch has my triple yarn over. It's 1 stitch with 3 yarn overs. Notice how this stitch is just the 1 loop on my needle. This one has 3. So I know this is the one that they're talking about. So I need to slip that off, and it unravels all the yarn overs. Notice how long it is. And so now I'm going to knit 3. Oh no, sorry. Knit, let me see, knit 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to come back and knit the stitch that's on my cable needle, creating that big loop over. Then the next stitch is CB5B, and CB5B is slide 4 stitches onto cable needle and hold to back. Knit 1, unraveling the yarn overs into 1 loop as you do so. Knit 4 from cable needle. So we're doing the opposite. So I'm going to slip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 onto my cable needle. And now, again, I can see that this stitch has my tripled yarn overs because you've got the 3 stitches on the one, 3 loops on the 1 stitch. So I'm going to unravel it first. I unraveled it. Now I'm going to knit it. And then I can knit the 4 from my cable needle that are waiting in the back. 1, 3, 4, and we've created this. Okay, then it says knit 1 triple yarn over, knit 8. So we come back, knit 1 with a triple yarn over. So it's 1, 2, 3. I push it back in my needle. Knit 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, knit 1 triple yarn over. So knit 1, 1, 2, 3, knit 1 triple yarn over. So then we're going to repeat the cable 5 front, cable 5 back, knit 1 triple yarn over, knit 8, knit 1 triple yarn over. We're going to repeat this to the last 16 stitches, which coincidentally is where I'm at. And so then here we're going to knit cable 5 front, cable 5 back, knit 3, yarn over, knit 3. So let's do that. Oh, and I can see that I'm at the cable because again, I come across that stitch with the 3 loops. So I'm gonna take that off, hold it with my cable needle, knit 4, 1, whoops, come back here, 1, 2, 3, 4, knit my stitch for my cable needle, 1, and then hold 4 behind, knit the one from that had my triple yarn over. I'm going to knit it, and then knit 4 for my cable needle, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then knit 3, 2, 3, yarn over, knit 3. Okay, so that was row 2. 1 and 2 are done, and we can already see the pattern starting to come across. Okay, so now row 3 and 4 are going to be on the wrong side. Now we can turn our work and work on the wrong side. So row 3 is going to be in the firecracker, which in my case is the light purple. And it says knit 3, yarn over, purl 4. Okay, let's start with that. Knit 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over. Now, because we're doing a purl, we can't just do a regular yarn over. We have to bring it around again so that we can purl. Purl 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so here we go. Then it says, oops, I lost my cable needle. There we go. Knit 3, yarn over, purl 4. Purl 1, triple yarn over, purl 8. Okay, so the triple yarn over purl is the same. So it looks like I dropped a stitch here. Anyway, purl 1, triple yarn over. 1, 2, 3 loops. I bring it back and we can see the 3 loops on that stitch. Purl 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then it's purl 1, triple yarn over. So purl 1, 1, 2, 3. Notice how my thumb is helping me hold the stitches. Otherwise I'd probably lose them. So 1, and by the time I come around 2, it keeps falling off. So it's hard to keep it on. So if I use my thumb, 1, 2, 3, my thumb keeps it in place. It's easier. And there are my 3 triple yarn over. And then cable back 5, well, let's see what they do. CB5 BP, slide 1 stitch onto cable needle, unraveling the triple yarn overs into 1 loop, and hold to the back. Purl 4, purl 1 from cable needle. So again, we see our triple yarn over stitch here. So I'm going to take it off, unravel it, hold it in the back, and purl 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to purl my cable needle, purl, and then I need to do the cable 5 front purl. So that's, I'm going to come and take 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches, hold them in front, and now I need to, again, this is my tripled loop on the 1 stitch. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to unravel it and purl that. Oops, it's all loose. Purl that. And now I can come and notice how long that loop is. I know I've done the right stitch. And then I come and purl these 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. We repeat that. Purl 1, triple yarn over, purl 8, purl 1, triple yarn over, cable 5 back purl, cable 5 front purl to the last 17 stitches, which is where we're at. And we're going to purl 1, triple yarn over, purl 8, purl 1, triple yarn over, purl 4, yarn over, knit 3. So let's do that. Purl 1, 1, 2, 3, purl 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, purl 1, triple yarn over, 1, 2, 3, then purl 4, 2, 3, 4, yarn over. Well, because we're purling and we're going to go knitting, we don't really need to do a yarn over. It'll automatically happen. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that was row 3. Now, if we move to row 4, row 4 says we have to do the wrong side again, and we're going to be using the blue color, or in this pattern it calls for parchment. And so we're going to be knitting 3, yarn over, purl 5. So knit 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over. We're going to wrap it around and finish in front, and then purl 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it says cable 5 back purl. Now I know I'm coming to something because I have my triple yarn over. And the more you do these rows, you'll start realizing, oh, this is starting to make sense. So I purl and I hit this triple loop. So I know I need to do something. Because I'm on the purl side, I'm going to take this off and hold it in the back. And also because it says here, cable back. Cable 5 back, and here it says, for example, cable 5 front. So you know if you're holding it in the front or the back. So here, cable 5 back, I hold it in the back, I purl 4, because I'm on the purl side, 1, 2, 3, 4, I purl my cable needle, and then I come and it says cable 5 front purl. So I know that if I look at my special instructions, I need to hold 4 stitches in front, and there I have that funky stitch again with the 3 loops. So I'm going to purl that one first, releasing all the yarn overs, And then I come and purl my 4 stitches on my cable needle. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Purl 1, triple yarn over, purl 8, purl 1, triple yarn over. So purl 1, 1, 2, 3, purl 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, purl 1, triple yarn over, 1, 2, 3, and then it says continue in this way to the last 18 stitches, and then cable 5 back purl, cable 5 front purl. And I know there's something that I need to do, so if I'm working and I come across this, I know I need to do something. So as you're purling away, you'll be like, oh wait, something needs to happen. So I hold that in the back, I purl 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, I purl this one on my cable needle, and then I need to hold 4 in front, purl that stitch, purl my cable needle stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, purl 5, yarn over, knit 3. Oh, you see this? Don't worry about it. I'll show you why. Purl 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, we no need to do a yarn over because our yarn's in front. So we're just going to go ahead and knit, and our yarn will automatically, when we go to the back, we'll create that yarn over and then knit 3. All right. So now we've done row 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we can turn and work on the right side again. And look, now we can really see the pattern coming through. We can't see the blue that well here, but there's a blue and there's 2 pink. Now it's where it starts to make more sense, and I want to show you how to do this without always having to go back to your pattern, because it gets really confusing to try and follow where you're at all the time. And I find that by now we've done enough. I mean, I've only got very few stitches here, but in your shawl you have what, 528 stitches. So you've done this quite a few times. You're pretty good at what you're doing now. So I would strongly encourage you to read what you have in front of you, and it'll make it easier for you to work rather than always having to go back to your pattern. I go back to my pattern at the beginning of the row so I can see how many stitches I'm knitting here after the yarn over, and to see how many am I finishing with to the last 19 stitches, and what do I need to do with that last end bit. That's why I go back to my pattern. But the in-between part, I can already tell what's going to happen and what I need to do, because it's the same thing all the time, exactly the same thing all the time. And the other thing I do is I don't use a cable needle. I know some of you have said that that's really too scary for you and you have to use a cable needle. That's fine. But in the next 2 rows, I'm going to show you how I do it without a cable needle and how you can get away without using one. And what are some of the markers and indicators you want to see here, so that you can do it without always having to refer back to your pattern. Okay, so like I said, I always start by looking at what my pattern says at the beginning of the row. In this case, knit 3, yarn over, knit 6. So I want to use my firecracker, or my light purple in my case, and I'm going to do, knit 3. Sorry about that. So knit 3, yarn over, knit 6. Knit 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, knit 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's it. I'm not going to look at this anymore until I have 19 stitches left. Now I'm going to look at my work, right? It told me to go this far in my thing, so I don't have my triple stitch here. So that tells me I need to create a triple stitch here so that the next row I can have this long line going across, because I don't have it right now. So I'm just going to go right ahead and say knit 1, triple yarn over, 1, 2, 3. And every time I do a knit 1 triple yarn over, that's followed by a knit 8. So I'm just going to knit 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then it's another triple yarn over. Now, I also know I'm on the right track, because if I do a triple yarn over, I always do it before one of those funky stitches. So here's that funky stitch with the 3 loops. So I know that I have to do my triple yarn over here. So I'm on the right track. 1, 2, 3. And now I come to my funky stitch here. This is the one I need to drop and hold in front. I always want to drop and hold on the right side, the extra long loop, because that's where we want the crossing to come over. So I'm just going to go ahead and drop it and stick it on my thumb, just like that. It's not going to go anywhere. And now I'm going to knit for 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put this back on here. I could knit it off my thumb or off the needle. And then I'm going to knit it. And now I'm going to, and now when I've done that, I know I need to, and I can see here, I need to go grab this one and pull it all the way in front so that I can get this cross section. So I'm going to come and slip these 4 stitches onto my right needle, drop this triple yarn over in front and stick it on my thumb, bring these back to my left needle, and then put my yarn over stitch onto my left needle. So I've done that whole thing. It's really hard to see with this color, sorry ladies, but I've done it all, and now I can just go ahead and knit that funky stitch plus my 4 knit stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I'm at 19 stitches before the end of my row. But if I was still going again, I would know by now that after I've done that, I need to come and do a triple yarn over, knit 8, triple yarn over, and then it's a whole wrapping around again. And because I've done this enough, I know that 19 stitches, I have to do triple yarn over, knit 8, triple yarn over, and then knit 6, yarn over, knit 3. All right, so let's just do that, and then we'll do the other color just to practice a bit more. 1, 2, 3, knit 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, triple yarn over, 1, 2, 3, and it's my index finger here that helps me hold them down. If I don't have it, when I come up, sometimes they want to leave, but if I just use this to hold them down, they'll stay. Triple yarn over, then I knit 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yarn over, knit 3, 1, 2, 3. And now remember we stay on the right side. We're going to push our stitches all the way to the other side of our cable, and we're going to come back and work my blue or parchment or second color that you're working with. And now we're on to row 6. Row 6 says knit 3, yarn over, knit 7. So let's do that. Whoops. Knit 3, 2, 3, yarn over, knit 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, I have 3 loops. That means I need to drop them, put them on my thumb or the cable needle, knit 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Even if it falls off my thumb, it's not going to go anywhere. It's a pretty long loop. I can just pick it up, knit it. And now I need to go and grab this one and bring it to the front of my work. You could theoretically just knit the 5th stitch and then knit 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and when you get here, make sure you drop all the wraparounds, and it automatically gives you that. Okay, and then I know that after I finish that, I need to come here and I need to create that triple yarn over for the next stitch that needs to go across. So I'm going to come here, 1, 2, 3, knit 8, because that's the pattern, triple yarn over, knit 8, triple yarn over, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure I'm still okay. Yes, I have to do triple yarn over here, and here I've got that funky stitch, so I'm good. 1, 2, 3, go. This one I have to drop, bring it forward, knit 8, 1, no, sorry, knit 4, 2, 3, 4. I knit 4, I pick this up, knit it, and then I need to come and pick up my 1, 2, 3, 4, my 5th stitch, knit it, and then knit my other first 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure I drop all the loop-de-doops, not more. And then this is where I would check what it says to do at the end. So I did my cable 5 front, cable 5 back. I need to knit 7, yarn over, knit 3. Let me double check. 2, 4, 6, 7, yarn over, knit 3. Perfect. Knit 7. 6, 7, yarn over, knit 3. 2 and 3. Now, I don't know if you've noticed by now, we're always doing the same stitches over and over and over. We keep repeating the same stitches. Now, sometimes I found that the loops were a little loose, and that's okay because it's all scrunched up right now. But when you block it and you pull it, as I lose my stitches, and you pull it, those loops will be more defined and nice and tidy. So don't worry about that right now. It's going to be okay. The other thing is the purl. When you're working on the purl, remember, we don't want any of those long loops in the back. We want them always on the right side. So when you're doing your cabling, you know you have to drop your long stitch in the front, and I mean like in the right side, not on the wrong side. So in the back, not the front. And I guess that's pretty much it. I like to always look at what my work in my hand says more than the paper, just because I find I can go faster. So now I know I've worked, for example, I know I've worked both rows just because both my yarns are at the same end. I finished with the blue, so I have to start with the opposite color. So those are indicators. If I had the purple coming out through this side and the blue one coming from this side, because I have the blue at the top of the needle, it means I have to work the purple next. So you're always alternating the two colors. So if you stop halfway through a row and you don't know where you're at, that's one way of knowing. You have to work with the opposite color of what's on the needle. And in this case, obviously, I'm ready to start with the purple. And you know you're doing you need to do something every time you get to one of those funky stitches so you can see them. Like here it is. It's here somewhere, I hope. Here we go. There it is. It's that stitch with the triple yarn over. That's the one I'm going to want to drop. And before that, I'm going to want to do my triple yarn over, and then it's 8. So 2, 4, 6, 8. That's a triple yarn over. And then here, those are just purled stitches. So if I look at this, it's knit 3, yarn over, purl 8. So 2, 4, 6, 8. And that's exactly what it is. So it's all the information is here on your hand. You don't have to refer back to the pattern, but if you're more comfortable, you can. You don't need a cable needle, but if you want to, you can, or you can do by dropping it and just picking it up as you go along. And again, it's actually a lot of fun to do because it's the same stitch over and over and it's repetitive. And so I'm quite enjoying this, and it's not nearly as daunting or scary as we had originally thought. It's actually quite pleasant and repetitive. So let me know if you have any questions. Okay, good luck with that. Bye.